enjoy coming to these movies because I know I don't have to be scared. I know it's going to be more funny than scary. What draws you to these type of films and projects?
Well, number one, I love comedy. Number two, it's always great when you can go to work with friends. And number three, to be a viewer and go to a movie like this, it's great because you don't have to think too much. It's nothing too serious. It's meant to make you laugh and relax, and laughter's the best medicine. So after a stressful day, this is one of the greatest movies you can go see.
I found that within the audience, there were different types of laughs. Like, the girls were laughing at different things that the guys were laughing at, that the kids were laughing at, because I was sitting next to, like, an older man, and he wouldn't laugh, but then I would laugh at, like, the silliest little things in the movie. I'm like, this is just so funny.
It hits every demographic. That's what's great about this, is that, we have a little something for everybody in it. And because we're hitting on stereotypes so much and making fun of them, as well as, scary movies and ghosts and whatnot, it's something everybody's seen. It's something everybody's encountered, and it's great to be able to laugh at ourselves and be a little self-deprecating, so.
I'm actually thinking about how these movies are about these serious moments that Marlon is able to find these jokes in, and I was wondering, have you ever had this moment where it was supposed to be serious, but you couldn't help but laughing, or you couldn't help but thinking that it was funny?
I think every day, especially being a mother to a little 6-year-old boy, there's a lot of moments that he thinks are very serious that I have a really hard time keeping a straight face with. You don't want to undermine what he, his feelings or how serious and emotional he thinks something is, but there's some times where I'm just like, okay, let's take a deep breath. This is not the end of the world.
Right, that's great.
But kids will do that, so yeah, I think that, real comedy comes from real life drama. When you try to come up with a joke out of something that's not real, it's contrived and not as funny. So it's much easier to make fun of serious moments than it is to come up with one.
I think that also when we get older, we realize that most things aren't really that big of a deal.
Well, hindsight's 20/20 when you're in it, you're blind, and I think when we get older, we realize all the stuff we did that when we were younger or thought was so serious or thought we laugh at it after the fact, but when you're in it, it's the most serious thing on the planet.
So I've been getting the scoop about Marlon. I'm asking because he's such a funny guy, but does he ever crack the whip on you guys?
In what way?
On set, does he ever? I just figured. I feel like he would just be funny and playful the entire time.
We typically would have to crack the whip on Marlon more than he would have to crack the whip on us. We'd be like, Marlon, we got it. Let's move on, because he will stay in a scene or in a joke and do it a million different ways if you let him. And we could literally shoot, I think we did shoot 10 different films, and they had to put it together in editing because we would shoot every scene a million different ways, and then they figured it out in editing when they got in there, so yeah.
When I think of scenes that stand out in my mind from the movie, I think about all of the scenes where he's making love, and I find it so interesting that he seems so natural doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know personally about that, but yeah, Marlon is he's a little Energizer battery, so that is something that he clearly enjoys. Right. It's an organic thing for him, so. Made in Hollywood.